Once again, I'd like to welcome everyone here today to the 2019 Academic Awards Assembly for the South High Rebels. Give them a big old hand. At this time, it is my honor to introduce to you the South High School JROTC. Would you please rise and take off your hats for the presentation of the colors and the flag salute. So, Ms. Ramey, if you would help me, we're going to acknowledge right now, with Ms. Shimnowski's help over here too, some straight A students. So, Mr. Baines' kids, could you stand up if you got straight A's? Today we have Derek Cardiel Torres, Jamal Jones, Rosa Annabelle Juarez, Brian Renteria Rico, Romero Sergio Villa. All of these students received straight A's and also at 3.5 GPAs, and most improved, we have Eric Becerra Contreras. We have Cassandra Zabinski. Norham Elreda. Jessica Flores. We have Taiwan Foreman. Jasmine Reyes. Andrew Vasquez, and we have Evelyn Yanez. Congratulations, students, and we are very proud of you. Let's give them a big hand. Thank you. Before we have our keynote speaker, we are going to have a very special presentation. I'm not sure how many of you know Mr. Gotchen. You guys know Mr. Gotchen? Well, it's my pleasure to introduce Mr. John Gotchen. Mr. Gotchen is the Assistant Principal of Instruction, and he is a South High Rebel through and through. He actually was the Assistant Principal of Administration when our beautiful school went through the modernization and got our new archways over the hallways and all of our new construction. So Mr. Gotchen was in charge of that, and he has come back to be a rebel. So please give him a warm welcome. This is his first year back with us, and he's going to make a very special presentation.
Good morning, South High School. Good morning. Yeah, I like the enthusiasm. How'd you guys like that cold weather, huh? Not used to that in Bakersfield. Well, I'll tell you what. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. And very proud to be here. I know it's extremely crowded today, but this is actually a really good problem to have. Don't you think? Absolutely. There's a lot of excellence going on here. And today I would like to make a proclamation from the Board of Trustees of the Kern High School Districts regarding counselors. Whereas school counselors are employed in public schools to help students celebrate past accomplishments and envision a bright future. Whereas school counselors are actively engaged in helping students examine their abilities, strengths, interests, and talents, as these traits relate to career awareness and their future. Whereas school counselors accompany parents as they encounter challenges and focus on positive ways to enhance social, personal, educational, and career opportunities for their children. Whereas school counselors work with teachers and other educators to provide an education system where students can realize their potential and set healthy, realistic, and optimistic aspirations for themselves. Whereas School counselors seek to collaborate and utilize community and business resources that can enhance and complement comprehensive school counseling programs. Whereas, school counselors implement comprehensive school counseling programs, a vital part of education for student success as they meet the challenges for the 21st century. And I would like to introduce to you our counselors. We have Mr. Porter. Big shout out to Mr. Porter, thank you very much. And Coach Mackey. Is Coach here? Mackey! Coach is counseling. And we have Ms. Cisneros. And Ms. Lopez. And Ms. Shakir, where are you? Excellent. Every day, the people that you see in front of you pour 100% into it, 110. They're here long hours. They're here for your kids 24/7. This is an absolutely amazing group. Okay, so I'm going to start with our certificated counselors. Our intervention counselor on my far left, your right, Mr. Chavez. Since day one, Mr. Chavez and I have made this connection. We're both big soccer fans. He has a tremendous amount of energy. He really has an innate ability to know where the kids are coming from and where they are going. Extremely valuable when you're talking to students to have some issues that need to be dealt with delicately. All right, now let's start with our freshman counselor. Is Lisa in line? Oh, Ms. Jimnowski is here for the freshmen. Also, another soccer person. You guys ever see Ms. Jimnowski play indoor soccer? Yeah? She tears it up. Yeah, Ms. Jimnowski is awesome. To have a counselor with her abilities for freshmen is absolutely amazing, because I know a lot of freshmen come in, they're a little anxious, they're a little bit confused sometimes, and just say a little scared. But with her leadership and her skills, freshmen always seem to prevail at this school at all times. Sophomore counselor, Miss Rocha. I've worked with Elizabeth for just this year, and I've actually worked with her husband for many years. I can't tell you the energy level that she brings to this. When you walk into a school that's similar to other schools, but you still have new faces, it's very difficult to adapt, but no problem. Right? Walked in, it's like she's been here forever. And that's the way I feel as well. Ms. Rocha. Moving on to juniors. Where's our juniors at? Any juniors out there? Oh, 3. So, I think we have more than that. Just shy. Ms. Rubio. What I always like going into her office, her smile is just one of those things that when she turns from her computer, she looks at you, you just know that you're welcome. I've been in her office quite a bit and watched her correspond with the students, welcome them into the South High family, and I don't think you could have a better person to do that for you. Students come into these counseling's office, there are some difficult times, and we deal with a lot of difficult situations. But I gotta tell you, Miss Rubio is hands down one of the most calm people I've ever seen. She just sits them down, discusses the issues. I normally like to come in there, ramp them back up a little bit. She does a phenomenal job. All right, seniors, let's hear you. Where are the seniors at? Now, what do you think about Mr. Gear? Yeah! All right, I like it. I'm telling you what, Big guy, big heart, no doubt about it. I like his style, very smooth, he's very relaxed. When the seniors come in, they're all ramped up, wondering where they're going to go, what they're going to do. I think that calming influence is something that we definitely need as a senior counselor, because I'm scared for you as a senior. This is a big world. A lot of things are going on. Some very complicated, some very simple. But by far, Russ is a calming influence as you go in there, and he's done a great job for us, seniors. And last but not least, and the reason my hands were frozen this morning, because our head counselor, Miss Ramey. She's always there for me. Actually, Mrs. Ramey is my backbone, because coming into this position, I knew absolutely zero. So she's my default. I always go to her and say, am I doing this right? What do I do now? It's just an absolute blessing to have her here on our campus. It really is. I can't tell you, if I was an AP anywhere else, I think I would still be running around with my chicken, like a chicken with its head cut off. But Mrs. Ramey, she knows what she's doing. She's got a handle on it, and it's a pleasure every day for me to work for her. Absolutely. Mrs. Ramey. Okay, one more time. Can I have it for our counseling staff? Thank you. I'm going to turn things back over to Mrs. Brumley.
Thank you, Mr. Gotchen. And students and counselors, we do have the most amazing staff in Kern County, but one person who never stays in here, but she organizes this whole thing. I want to acknowledge Mrs. Ibarra, our counseling secretary. Please make sure you tell her thank you when you see her. Okay. Now, at this time, it's my very huge pleasure to introduce a short keynote speaker. And this young lady is not only a personal friend of mine, but she has been in education for 18 years as a second career. She has been at a couple other high schools, but her heart is at South High School with our students here. Mrs. Miller is our AP European History teacher, our AP Government teacher, and AP Econ teacher, and she teaches students every day how to live life in addition to teaching them the history of our great country and our world. So please give her a warm welcome today, Ms. Debbie Miller.
Good morning and congratulations. I felt so blessed and so honored when Mrs. Grumling asked me to address you this morning, and so I am just thrilled to be here and see you. I know a lot of you, I don't know a lot of you, but congratulations. By you being here and being recognized for your academic achievements, that indicates to us that you value your education and that you want to take advantage of education. And I'm here to encourage you to do that. Always continue to become educated, to learn. Even once you walk out the gates of South High School, and you go your way, maybe to college, maybe to military, maybe to trade school, a job, never stop learning. And always stay informed. And it doesn't matter what stage in life you are, always continue to learn. Always continue to educate yourself and seek the best. Even me at my stage, I'm still learning. I have just learned that Chase and Marshall and Rebel and Rocky are all part of the Paw Patrol. And you only get that if you know that I'm raising a 4-year-old, okay? So I'm still learning. But never give up. Always pursue your education and always pursue it with part of the South High culture with integrity. Always do the right thing. So I'm teaching an economics class right now, and we're studying the very basics and what is it that drives our economy. And we're learning its needs versus our wants. And we discovered in class that we only basically have 4 needs in order to survive. And that's water, food, shelter, and clothing. That's all we need. But human nature tells us we always want more, don't we? We want maybe a bigger, better house, bigger, better car, jewelry, travel, and all these things. So how can we move from our needs to our wants? And we discovered in class yesterday, it's education. It's education that's going to get you there. So let me tell you a story about a boy named Ben. Ben and his brother grew up in Detroit, Michigan. And they were raised by a single mom who had to hold down 3 jobs in order for she and her 2 sons to meet their needs. Mom never made it past the 3rd grade, and Mom did not know how to read. But she raised Ben and his brother to be better. And she insisted that they learn how to read. She insisted that they would always believe in themselves, and she always let them know that nothing is impossible for them. So Ben goes to school and he's lowest in the class. He's being bullied. He's being bullied because he's black, and he's being bullied because he's at the lowest of his class. And his mom, even though she didn't have a formal education, is a very smart woman. And she said, okay, we're going to make some changes. And she said, for you and your brother, Ben, I am restricting TV. You can only watch 2 hours a week. And you have to read 2 library books a week. And at first, Ben was very resistant to this. He didn't like the idea of having to read books. And then as he began reading and reading and reading a variety of books, he found out that he loved it. That reading really opens up a new world. And he learned so much, and he wanted to learn more and more. So here was Ben a short time ago at the very lowest academically at his class, and pretty soon he's starting to receive higher academic honors. And really started reading on his own. Ben always dreamt of being a doctor. His family was so poor that if somebody was sick or injured, they would have to walk to a clinic and wait hours to get any medical attention. And while Ben was sitting in the clinic with his mom and brother, he was watching and he was listening and he was paying attention. And this is where he developed a dream that he wanted to be a doctor, to help others. And so with this mantra that his mom taught him, that anything is possible, keep on with your education, keep on the right track, Ben graduated from high school, graduated from college, went to medical school, graduated from medical school, specialized in becoming a neurosurgeon. At a very young age of 33, Ben was named the director of pediatric neurosurgery at Johns Hopkins University. A huge achievement. He has become internationally renowned and respected as a neurosurgeon and has performed groundbreaking work on conjoined twins. And he has gone throughout the world performing surgeries on conjoined twins. In 2016, Dr. Ben Carson decided he wanted to run for President of the United States. Remember, this was a man who, as a boy, had low academic achievement until he started valuing reading and an education. And so he made a run for the Republican candidacy to become president, and as we know, didn't make it. But currently, he has a very high esteemed position. He serves in the government's cabinet, and he is the director or secretary of Housing and Urban Development. He wants to reform and change those places where he grew up that saw the poverty, that didn't promote a lot of education. And he is now doing that. And so the point is, don't give up on your education, okay? Stay on the right track. Again, congratulations on what you have accomplished. Mrs. Grumling is so right. I love it here at South High. I have taught at other high schools. And the main thing that I love about South High are the students, you guys. You make my job enjoyable. I love coming to work, and it's all because of you. And I have such faith, and we all have such faith in you, that you will accomplish a lot. You can do it. So whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, only think those thoughts. Again, congratulations and thank you.
Isn't she amazing? We're so fortunate to have Ms. Miller as one of our amazing teachers. There's a great staff here, as you met all of our counselors, but I want to get on with why we're here today, and that is to recognize the South High amazing rebels. So that's what we're going to do next. I just would like to say, briefly, we're going to start with our straight A students and then go on with our 3.5 and above, which is still very excellent, and our most improved students. And we will have the students come up and receive their awards. I want to say that all of you, parents and students, are being acknowledged today. You're being acknowledged for rebels doing it right. So I want you to give, first of all the parents and guardians and relatives to stand up wherever you're at. If you can, stand up and let's hear it for our support system, our adult rebels doing it right that are helping our students achieve. Stand up, parents. You're amazing. Thank you so much. I love that, Milo. I know that was you. South High. So we honor rebels that do it right. We try to do some drawings and certificates. We're going to do a little bit of that at the end of the presentation today. But what does R stand for? Respect. I? Integrity. G? You guys are afraid I'm going to spell it wrong, aren't you? Goals. That's why you're here today. H? And T? Tradition. That is amazing. I want to talk just a minute about integrity. You all have integrity or you would not be sitting in this auditorium. But I want to talk to you about pushing yourself to do your best. Some of you have a 3.5, but you're trying a lot harder, maybe challenging yourself more than someone that has a 4.2. The GPA is really not what's important. What's important is you, students, challenging yourself to do your very best. That means don't be satisfied with the college prep class if you can take an AP class. Challenge yourself. Push yourself. Have integrity to know that you're doing what's right, and you don't have to worry about everybody else. You worry about what you're doing and push yourself to be the best student you can be, striving toward your educational goals, as Mrs. Miller said. Okay? This is really not just about GPA here. This is about you as individuals. So remember that. And now I'd like to start with the straight A students. And Ms. Lopez, if you could come up and help me with when we get started with the 3.5s. Okay, Carlos Aguilar. Kimberly Aguiniga. Liliana Barajas. Jared Bautista, Giovanni Beltran Chaidez, Kiara Aisha Berger Madrigal, Anastasia Rivitskia, Elijah Bouillard, Maria Calderon, Hugo Cardenas Escato, Marifer Carrillo, Iris Castaneda, Danian Castillo, Jacob Castro, Andrew Chavez, Maritza Chavez, Lil Mary Cobins, Kathy Contreras, Sunny Crabtree, Genesis Cruz, Jennifer Diaz Salazar, Lizette Escalante Madrigal, Brenda Esquivas, Destiny Furr, Manuel Franco Carrillo, April Garcia, Valeria Garcia Herrera, Alexander Gomez, Kenny Angelita Gonzalez, Norman Gonzalez, Montserrat Guillen, Ramon Hernandez, Dominique Huber, Jonathan Ibarra Valderrama, Esley Leyva Arujo, Alondra Lozano Garcia, Abel Lugo, Judith Luda Martinez, Yadira Lupercio Luna, Mark Machuca, Ethan Madewell, Brittany Mandujano, Alan Medrano Caranco, Yahaira Mejia Aguilar, Hidar Mejia Plencarte, Esmeral Melgoza, Carla Mendoza, Nathan Nesta, Nicole Miranda Santos, Ashley Morales, Christian Munoz, Anna Oropeza Castell, Jessamine Parubru, I probably did not get that one right, Angel Perez, Valerie Pinto, Edward Quintero, Stephanie Renteria Calderon, Alexander Reyes, Rigoberto Reyes, Adrian Rivera, Rocio Robles, Annabelle Rocha Ambrosio, Isabel Reese, Angie Salguero, Gilberto Sepulveda, Ravneet Sren, Shaylin Thompson, Nayeli Torres, Natalie Torres Negrete, Juana Delay Uloa Aguila, Hazel Valdez, Denise Valencia Alcaraz, Gianna Vasquez, Alicia Ray Wagoner, Johnny Watkins, Janae Watkins, Derek Cardiel Torres, okay. All of the students that you have seen come up so far will receive an Academic Excellence South High School bracelet for them to wear. And they will also be given a 5-minute pass on Fridays to get out for lunch early. And all students with a 4.0 or above will also be given that privilege. come talk to me, I do listen a little bit, okay? Just saying. Okay, it is my extreme pleasure to introduce Ms. Mirka Lopez, who is our EAOP counselor. And I don't need to say anything, you all met her. Mariela Acevedo. Angelina Acosta. Cynthia Aguilera. Alexa Alcala. Xiomara Alcala. Naiset Alcaraz. Nereida Aldana. Walid Ali. Abraham Alvarez. Eric Alvarez. Carla Alvarez. Karen Alvarez. Saúl Alvarez. Ruben Alvarez. Esoldine Amarie. Reina Amaya. Brindley Aparan. Julian Andrade. Sean Andrade. Samantha Arceo. Jessica Arcos. Yvette Arredondo. Nelly Arredondo. Christopher Ariaga. Andrea Ariaga. Antonio Avalos. Keyshawn Avery. Eric Ayala. Kevin Ayala. Jasmine Banos. Esmeralda Banuelos. Estefana Banuelos. Ezequiel Banuelos. Esmeralda Barajas. Yolanda Barrera. Vanessa Barrios. Nayeli Barron. Jamaya Bell. Eduardo Beltran. Jetsani Beltran. Erica Benitez. Derek Bowen. Lino Bravo. Diego Rito. Joshua Bryant. Citlali Bustamantes. David Butterbaugh. Luz Cabrera. Liliana Cabrera. Kimberly Caldera. Derek Camarena. Fatima Camarena. Gabriel Canfield. Amy Cano. Alyssa Carbajal. Michael Carbajal. Katie Cardoza. Gladys Carranza. Julian Castaneda. Antonio Castellanos. Angel Castillo. Ruth Castillo. Maria Castillo. Claudia Castro. Rita Castro. Sarelia Cázares. Jennifer Cázares. Every Sturdio. Carolina Cervantes. Samantha Chapman. Kevin Chavez. Julissa Chavez. Valerie Chavez. Gabriela Chilen. Fernando Chocoteco. Edith Chocolico. Kobe Chua. Aliyah Cisneros. Alina Cisneros. Serena Cisneros. Carolina Cole. Daniel Conde. Maria Corona. Eileen Corrales. Kelly Cortez. Jose Cortez. Jacqueline Tesaje. Hope Crabtree. Ferian Cruz. Jacob Cruz. Yareli Cruz. Isaiah Cuadras. Citlali Quinn. Diana Cuevas. Princess Dalak. Kishelle Daniels. Omar Davalos. Imoni Davis. Paola de la Rosa. Jose del Castillo. Manuel del Rio. Ana Delgado. Andrea Diaz. Jacqueline Diaz.
Jonathan Diaz, Noemi Diaz, Junior Diaz, Michelle Dominguez, Sharani Donis, Gerardo Dorado, Beth Drasher, Rosa Duran, Giselle Duran, Tiffany Elias, Zaira Enriquez, Joseph Escalante, Candy Escamilla, Clemente Eslava, Alexa Esparza, Veronica Esteban, Ethan Estrella, Jemeline Estrella, Alexis Evaro, Julissa Fajardo, Isis Falla, Fiorella Farias, Lizeth Farias, Victor Fernandez, Andrew Flores, Jesus Flores, Karen Flores, Joshua Flores, Caleb Flucker, Norel Ford, Kayshawn Foster, Tyshawn Foster, Isaac Franco, Juliet Franco, Leanne Frausto, Natalie Fuentes, Daniel Funes, Catalina Gallardo, Estefania Camino, Alejandro Garcia, Brianna Garcia, Eduardo Garcia, Jessica Garcia, Joel Garcia, Susan Garcia, Miriam Garcia, Sarai Garcia, Gasca, Kalia Gibbs, Diana Giron, Citlali Gomez, Lily Gomez, Milo Gomez, Edgar Gomez, Brianne Gomez, Santiago Gonzalez, Sydney Gonzalez, Cristian Gonzalez, Maria Gonzalez, Amy Granados, Romualdo Granados, Melanie Granados, Zoe Gray, Nelly Guadamus, Evelyn Guillen, Anissa Gutierrez, Consuelo Gutierrez, Ariana Guzman, Destiny Guzman, Edgar Guzman, Jesus Guzman, Ricky Guzman, Stacy Guzman, Denise Guzman, Stephanie Enriquez, Anissa Hernandez, Eduardo Hernandez, Jonathan Hernandez, Justine Hernandez, Kimberly Hernandez, Maria Hernandez, Reyes Hernandez, Samantha Hernandez, Sarah Hernandez, Sofia Hernandez, Trinity Hernandez, Francisco Hernandez, Liliana Hernandez, Daniel Herrera, Victor Herrera, Viviana Hidalgo, Jacob Hockley, Maya Cooper, Sherry Hubbard, Amy Huerta, Yaritza Huerta, Nicole Enga, Alvaro Isidoro, Caleb Jackson, Monet Jackson, Zaina Jawad, Jennifer Jimenez, Alexandra Jimenez, Nitzia Jimenez, Adam Joseph, Shabasha Julian, Ania Kennan, Anthony Kirby, Reese Lacey, Robert Langford, Jennifer Leal, Diego Leiva, Laura Leon, Esteban Lepe, Jasmine Lepe, Armando Levario, Arlene Leiva, Adriana Lopez, Andrew Lopez, David Lopez, Oscar Lopez, Robert Lopez, Cindy Lopez, Gregorio Lopez, Julian Lupercio, Diana Luz, Alyssa Malson, Marisa Marquez, Vanessa Marquez, Esperanza Marta. Daniel Martin. Ruth Martin. Alejandro Martinez. Alondra Martinez. Alyssa Martinez. Federico Martinez. Jacob Martinez. Jose Luis Martinez. Matthew Martinez. Rubicel Martinez. Rosalind Martinez. Elila Martinez. Estefania Martinez. Tiana Massey. Ashley Mateos. Kevin Mazariegos. Jonathan Medina. Vicente Medina. Eileen Medina. Karina Medrano. Ashley Mejia. Emily Mejia. Lorene Mejia. Carlos Melendez. Isaac Mendez. Alicia Mendoza. Isaac Mendoza. Jennifer Mendoza. Juan Mendoza. Lorenzo Mendoza. Leonardo Mendoza. Kate Mesa. Manuela Miranda. Edward Mitchell. Elizabeth Molina. Rosalind Molina. Estefania Montes. Benjamin Montes de Oca. Sher Mo. Vanessa Morales. Vanessa Morales. Ana Moreno. Sofia Moreno. Vanessa Moreno. Laban Moreno. Alan Moreno. Moises Mota. Evelyn Munoz. Karen Munoz. Adrian Muro. Neida Navas. Anthony Nunez. Lisbeth Nunez. Gabriela Nunez. Gabriela Nunez. Anthony Ocampo. Roxana Ochoa. Martha Ojeda. Eric Organista. Andrea Orozco. Jonathan Ortiz. Leida Patino. Richard Ortiz. Zaira Ortiz. Kalina Pet. Caleb Peebles. Alder Pena. Alexis Perez. Andrea Orozco. Jonathan Ortiz. Richard Ortiz. Zaira Ortiz. Raúl Ortiz. Leslie Perez. Maya Perez. Michael Perez. Samantha Perez. Samantha Perez. Jeheni Perez Villa. Jasmine Pamachan. Raúl Ortiz. Nayeli Pomeran. Jose Paramo. Brianna Barra. Cristina Perez. Elaine Perez. Fernando Perez. Joanna Perez. Isabel Perez. Isela Piña. Eric Pinto. Victor Ponce. Sus Ponce. Manuel Prieto. Lanaya Proctor, Ruby Alejandra Pulido, Leila Quevedo, Giselle Quintero, Melissa Quintero, Erica Quintero, Shahid Rafiq, Alfredo Ramirez, Josue Ramirez, Nayeli Ramirez, Richard Ramirez, Bella Ramirez, Ulises Ramirez, Janet Ramos, Raimundo Ramos, Angela Real, Emily Racino, Melissa Reyes, Jose Rico, June Rincon, Jesus Rincon, Alia Robledo, Joanna Rocha, Anthony Rodriguez, Brian Rodriguez, Emilio Rodriguez, Itzani Rodriguez, Jamie Rodriguez, Nancy Rodriguez, Priscilla Rodriguez, Sandra Rodriguez, Stephanie Rodriguez, Ivan Roman, Alejandro Romero, Celestine Romero, Isaías Romero, Miguel Romero, Annie Reed, Jeffrey Rubalcalva, Giovanni Rubalcalva, Jacqueline Saavedra, Ashley Salazar, Anna Salazar, Daisy Salgado, Natalie Salmeron, Alexis Sanchez, Alondra Sanchez, Andrew Sanchez, Elizabeth Sanchez, Ashley Sanchez, Jocelyn Sanchez, Carlos Sandoval, Samna San, Taylor Seals, Leslie Sepulveda, Irene Serrano, Benjamin Sharp, Francisco Cifuentes, Sergio Silva, Akashdeep Singh, Jagdeep Singh, Mandeep Singh, Gerson Soberani, Yesenia Sosa, Maria Miriam Reyes, Ariana Tillman, Justin Tinsley, Pilar Tizot, Yadira Tizot, Joseph Tocao, Jacob Tolentino, George Torres, Jacqueline Torres, Shannon Torres, Litzy Torrealba, Araceli Torres, Jacqueline Torres, Suleimane Torres, Kenny Tran, Travante Turner, Monica Valadez, Guadalupe Valle, Christopher Vargas, Maria Vargas, Jesus Vasquez, Alexis Vega, Daniel Velasco, Jocelyn Velasquez, Jason Velasquez, Liliana Velez, Giselle Vera, Joshua Video, Holly Video, Brandon Villatoro, Jordan Villegas, Justice Walker, Victoria Wilkins, Elijah Wilson, Chloe Wolfer, Berlin Zamora, Sara Zamora, Richard Zarate.
How about Miss Lopez saying all those names? Wow. We have at South High School 523 students doing it right, getting a 3.5 or more. Congratulations. It is so fun to acknowledge students for doing it right and doing the right thing, But it's also a good time for us all to remember that teachers work very hard. And so students, if you could help me, I know most of them are in class teaching right now because we can't all fit in this auditorium, but could you please join me in giving your teachers a huge hand for doing it right also? A couple more facts to go along with the 523. Not sure if all of you guests know this, but we have about 2,150 students here, so a fourth of our student body is really achieving academically, and that's very important to our school. But also, last year, South High School had the highest FAFSA completion rate in the entire Kern High School district. So give yourselves a big hand. With the help of our counseling staff and our teachers, that was amazing. South High School also had the second highest UC acceptance rate right behind Stockdale in the Kern High School district. We also have been working on our behavioral and academic expectations here. Thus, the reason we say rebels do it right. We also had the highest, they call it a TFI score, where they come and give us a grade on how students feel, do they feel safe, are they getting what they need, those kinds of things in our Healthy Kids survey. The highest TFI score in the district. Again, students, families, that is because of you. Give yourselves a big hand. What we can do to keep those good things going is to be here every day. Our attendance is higher than the district average, but it's not high enough. You should watch the bulletin and the announcements because we'll be doing some big acknowledgments for students with perfect attendance next month. We're having a drawing for some really cool stuff. So watch the announcement. Be here every day. Parents, know where your students are at all times. Remember, we do have tutoring until 6:30, so they might be here. So check here first, okay? Know where your students are, keep up the good work, and keep challenging yourselves because you are amazing rebels. One more time. Rebels do it what? Rebels do it right. Awesome. Last thing I have before a couple of drawings. Miss Ramey, are you coming up to the drawings? Miss Ramey, Miss Rocha, Miss Shinowski? There are some students here today who are being acknowledged by their teachers for being the most improved. We don't have time to read them all, but I would like to read 3 of them. Alexander Gomez, where are you? Alexander? Alexander. Remain standing, please. Come on up here, or just stand where you are, that's fine. Mrs. Miller selected Alexander Gomez for this award because he's truly shown great improvement since the beginning of the year. He's in an AP class he's taken, and he didn't know quite what to expect. However, due to his perseverance, hard work, and dedication, he has become an excellent AP student. I know I can always count on Alex to contribute to class discussions because he prepares himself with the assigned material. He's a great young man, and Mrs. Miller says she knows you'll be successful throughout life. Congratulations, Alexander. Jordan Villegas. Jordan Villegas. Good job, Jordan. You can stand right there. This is from his role. Jordan is a very nice young man. I guess that's really the most important thing. Maybe not always seen his own potential. Miss Wolf says she's worked with Jordan on accountability and setting goals, and you've shown so much integrity in your willingness to grow and improve over the year. You're a joy to have in class. She's happy to have been able to witness your heart in trying to change your habits and live up to your excellent potential. Congratulations, Jordan. more that I'd like to read today is, and I may say this wrong, you guys know I'm not great at saying names, but Ezeldine Amari. Ezeldine, where are you? Awesome. Okay. Ezeldine has exceeded expectations in his ELD class. He began the year performing as a new English learner, and in just one semester, he has grown to be at the 3rd level. His progress in his class is outstanding. He's shown he knows how to do it right. He set a goal at the beginning of the year to improve his English skills. He showed integrity through always doing his best on his work without complaint. That's huge. And showed heart by never giving up, even when it became difficult to understand some of the new concepts. He's very deserving of this award. Keep doing it right. Thank you for letting me MC today. And remember, it's about your own integrity, pushing yourself, challenging yourself to be the best you can. Now let's do some giveaways.